My child, today is not an ordinary day for you. And before you scroll away, listen carefully. Because if this message found you before sleep, there is something you were meant to hear. Not tomorrow, not someday, tonight. There is a reason your mind has felt restless lately. A reason sleep has not been giving you peace the way it once did. A reason your heart feels heavy even during moments when everything looks normal on the outside. You have been carrying something silently. Maybe stress, maybe fear, maybe disappointment, or maybe something you cannot even explain. You just know something feels blocked, as if life is not moving the way it should, as if opportunities come close and then disappear, as if peace touches your life for a moment and then slips away again. And what if I told you this is not happening by accident? What if the reason your energy feels different lately is because your spirit has been trying to get your attention? Listen carefully to me now, because very few people understand this. Most people go to sleep carrying the same fear they woke up with, the same worries, the same overthinking, the same emotional weight, and then they wonder why their life does not change, why blessings feel delayed, why miracles never seem to arrive. But my child, there is something powerful about the moments before sleep, something most people completely ignore, because the final thoughts you carry into the night quietly shape the energy you wake up with. Your mind rests, but your spirit continues listening. And for centuries, people who understood this protected the final moments before sleep carefully. They knew something others forgot, that the words spoken before rest carry unusual power, especially when spoken with faith, especially when spoken for 3 nights. But before I tell you what those words are, I need to ask you something honestly. How long have you been silently asking life to change? How long have you been hoping something shifts? Maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe mentally, maybe spiritually. Maybe you are simply tired. Tired of trying so hard and still feeling stuck. Tired of pretending you are okay. Tired of overthinking the same situations every night. Tired of carrying pressure nobody really understands. And the hardest part? You barely speak about it. You smile. You continue your routines. You distract yourself. But deep inside, there are moments where you wonder, when will things finally get better? When will my mind feel calm again? When will life stop feeling so heavy? My child, I know those questions. I have heard them in the silent prayers you never spoke out loud. And that is exactly why this message appeared in your life tonight. Not randomly, not accidentally, because something is about to shift for the person who truly listens to this message until the end. But there is something you must understand first. Miracles do not always arrive like lightning. Sometimes they begin quietly, a door opening unexpectedly, an anxiety leaving your heart, a solution appearing where confusion once lived, a conversation changing everything, an opportunity arriving at the exact right time, peace returning after months of chaos. The problem is, most people miss the beginning of miracles because they expect something dramatic. They overlook the signs and slowly return to fear again. Do not make that mistake, because what I am about to tell you tonight has been forgotten by many. Yet those who practice it with faith often notice something unusual begin changing around them. Not because of magic, but because something inside them shifts first. And when your inner world changes, life slowly begins responding differently. Before we go further, I want you to do something simple. Take one slow breath, just one, and ask yourself honestly, what has been weighing on my heart the most lately? Do not lie to yourself. You already know the answer. Maybe fear about the future, maybe heartbreak, maybe loneliness, maybe money struggles, maybe a constant feeling that your life should be more than this. Whatever it is, do not ignore it tonight. Because the words I am going to share with you were never meant for distracted minds. They were meant for people standing at a turning point. People who are emotionally exhausted, spiritually tired, quietly asking for change. People exactly like you. And there is something else I need to warn you about. The reason many people stay stuck is because every night they sleep carrying fear. Fear becomes habit. Overthinking becomes habit. Stress becomes habit. And eventually, they stop believing things can improve. But hear me carefully now. The moment you stop feeding fear before sleep, something powerful begins happening inside you. Your mind softens. Your spirit becomes lighter. Clarity slowly returns. And when clarity returns, life begins moving differently. If this message feels like it appeared for a reason, type, "I am listening, Krishna." Declare it in the comments below. Make it into a reality. And press the like button as a symbol that you are ready to stop carrying the same emotional weight into every night. Now stay with me, because in a few moments, I am going to share the exact words Krishna said to speak before sleep for miracles, and why so many people report unexpected shifts after saying them with true faith. Now listen very carefully to me, because this next part matters more than you realize. Most people hear spiritual advice, feel inspired for a moment, and then do nothing. Nothing changes, nothing shifts, and they quietly return to the same cycle, the same stress, the same fears, the same emotional heaviness. Do not let that be you, because there is a reason you stayed until this moment. Something in you already knows you need change. You would not still be listening otherwise. And before I reveal the exact words, there is something important you must understand. The power is not only in what you say, it is in how you say it. Many people repeat prayers with distracted minds. Their lips move, but their heart is somewhere else. Their attention is somewhere else. Their faith is somewhere else. And then they wonder why nothing feels different. My child, tonight, I ask you to do this differently. For the next 3 nights, give yourself 5 quiet minutes before sleep. No scrolling, no chaos, no noise, no endless thoughts stealing your peace. Just 5 minutes. Because what happens in those final moments before sleep quietly enters your subconscious. And over time, your subconscious becomes your reality. Now imagine this for a second. What if instead of feeding your mind fear every night, you fed it trust? Instead of anxiety, faith. Instead of exhaustion, surrender? How different would your mornings feel? How different would your energy become? How differently would you respond to life? You see, the reason many people feel blocked is because their spirit never fully rests. Their body sleeps, but their mind keeps fighting, overthinking, worrying, replaying pain, preparing for problems that have not even happened yet. And slowly, their peace disappears, their confidence weakens, their energy feels heavy. But tonight, something changes. Tonight, you stop sleeping with fear. Tonight, you stop feeding hopelessness. Tonight, you begin creating space for peace again. Are you ready? Because I am about to share the words. But first, I want you to promise me something. Do not treat this like entertainment. Do not say these words once and forget them. For 3 nights, speak them slowly. Speak them honestly. Speak them like someone finally ready for change. Now listen carefully. Before sleep, place your phone down. Close your eyes. Take one slow breath. And say these words sincerely. Krishna, remove what is blocking my peace. Guide my mind. Protect my path. And replace my fear with faith. I surrender what I cannot control. I trust what is meant for me will arrive. Say it slowly, not mechanically. Feel the meaning, and then remain quiet for 1 minute before sleeping. No overthinking, no fear, no chasing answers, just stillness. And for 3 nights, observe what changes. Maybe something shifts inside you. Maybe your mind feels calmer. Maybe clarity appears. Maybe peace begins returning. Maybe an opportunity arrives. Maybe a burden starts feeling lighter. Miracles often begin quietly. That is what people forget. And if you decide tonight that you will do this for the next 3 nights, type, "I trust Krishna." Write it in the comments below. because commitment becomes stronger when spoken aloud. Are you still here? The one who brings these messages to you is working hard to bring these teachings to you in a world full of distractions. If this message is touching your heart and you feel guided to support this work, you can use the link in the description to buy me a prayer. It is about consciously investing in your own spiritual growth and helping these messages continue reaching others who are searching for peace just like you. And if you feel ready to go deeper and truly transform your life, there is something waiting for you, a guided path I have placed before you. Control your mind in 21 days. The Dharma Reset System. This is not simply motivation. It is a structured path designed to help you rebuild discipline, emotional control, focus, and inner peace step by step. If your heart feels connected to it, the link is in the description. And if you cannot support financially, then support through commitment. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because the next messages coming into your life are meant for the exact stage of transformation you are entering now. But stay with me, because there is one mistake people make after hearing teachings like this, and it quietly destroys their progress without them realizing it. Now listen carefully to this next part, because this is where many people unknowingly stop their own blessings. They pray once, feel emotional for a moment, then wake up the next morning and return to the exact same habits. The same fear, the same overthinking, the same negativity, the same emotional chaos. And then they say, "Why did nothing change?" My child, you cannot ask for peace while feeding anxiety every day. You cannot ask for clarity while drowning your mind in endless noise. You cannot ask for miracles while expecting the worst every moment. Something has to change inside first. That is why I told you 3 nights, not 1, 3, because repetition slowly begins softening what fear has hardened inside you. Night 1, you may simply feel emotional. Night 2, you may notice your mind becoming quieter. Night 3, you may feel something shift, maybe not outside immediately, but inside. And never underestimate what happens when your inner world begins changing. Because when your energy changes, your decisions change, your patience changes, your confidence changes. Even the way people respond to you begins changing. You stop reacting from fear. You stop living from survival. You stop carrying emotional weight that was never meant to stay with you forever. And slowly, the things that once felt impossible begin feeling possible again. That is how transformation begins. Quietly, not loudly. And there is something else I need you to understand tonight. Stop looking at yourself like someone broken. You are not broken. You are tired. You are overwhelmed. You are carrying too much emotionally. And for too long, you have been trying to solve spiritual exhaustion with distraction. Scrolling, overthinking, escaping, temporary comfort. But peace does not come from distraction. Peace comes from returning to yourself. And tonight, you are beginning that return. Right now, I want you to think honestly about this question. What has been stealing your peace the most lately? Fear, overthinking, negative people, money stress, loneliness, pressure, or maybe something deeper you have never fully admitted to yourself. Write your answer in the comments as something you are ready to release. Because healing becomes stronger when you stop hiding from what hurts. And hear me carefully now. The future version of you that feels calm, clear, focused, spiritually strong, already exists. You are not creating that person from nothing. You are returning to who you were before fear became louder than faith, before stress became stronger than peace, before exhaustion convinced you to stop believing things could improve. That version of you still exists. And every small decision toward peace brings you closer to becoming them again. If this message feels deeply personal to you, stay close to these teachings. Over the next 40 days, messages meant specifically for your current journey will continue appearing. Reminders, important lessons, awakenings, but only if you remain connected. Life will try distracting you again tomorrow. Do not fall back asleep spiritually this time. And if you are already part of this journey, simply comment, Jai Shri Krishna. Now let me leave you with something important. Do not obsess over results after saying these words tonight. Do not sit there wondering, did it work? Will my miracle happen tomorrow? Trust takes patience. Sometimes life shifts quickly. Sometimes the miracle begins invisibly. A calmer mind, better sleep, more hope, unexpected clarity, the strength to finally move forward. Do not underestimate these things, because peace itself is a miracle many people spend years searching for. And if you stay consistent, if you protect your mind before sleep, if you stop feeding fear every night, you may be surprised how different life begins feeling. You may wake up lighter, calmer, more hopeful, more aligned, and slowly, the heaviness you have been carrying may begin leaving your spirit. Before you leave, remember this. You are not being punished. You are being guided. And sometimes the breakthrough begins the moment you finally surrender what has been exhausting your soul. Now, before you go, I ask you to do 3 things. First, subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next 40 days of spiritual guidance and transformation. Second, like this video and comment what resonated with you the most. And third, support this channel through the link in the description by buying me a prayer or by taking the next step with Control Your Mind in 21 days, the Dharma Reset System, and beginning your transformation today. Your support helps these messages continue reaching people who truly need them. And remember this, my child, before sleep tonight, speak the words with faith, not fear. And for the next 3 nights, pay attention, because you aim to realize that the smallest prayer becomes the beginning of the biggest change.